I can't wait any longer.
Where the hell is Thorns? Man, I was really hoping him, or Phantom would come around this time, but instead, we got the Granny rerun, and of course. Okay, let's be honest, it's not that exciting. Okay, so here we have a new banner, along with the rerun. It's called Quicksand Vortex. Like the last banner, it has no rate up 6-star operator, just 2 5-star operators. These operators are Chiave and Beeswax. Man, I do love me some Egyptian girls though. So I'm all for Beeswax. I would also like to mention that this banner will be dropping on the 26th. Alright then, let's start with Chiave. Chiave is our new 5-star Vanguard. He's quite interesting because of his talent, so if you're a robot lover, you better use him. Starting with his talent, it's pretty much dedicated to robots and himself. It allows all 1-star operators gain a massively reduced redeployment time, while also buffing Chiave for every 1-star deployed. It's quite a weird talent, since if you want to take advantage of it, you basically have to incorporate robots in your squad. And as you already know, some players won't want to use them due to having operators that can do a better job. Moving on, his S1 is pretty much the run-of-the-mill Vanguard skill that provides DP, nothing major. But his S2 is where he gets to unleash his strengths. His S2 is pretty cool. It can be similar to Texas, as it's an all-out single attack, but instead of stunning, it decreases the enemy's resistance in an AoE area. This can be great when paired up with arts damage dealing operators. You could easily melt the enemy down. Although it can be quite situational, since you're only really getting the full potential out of this skill when using arts operators. Compared to Texas, where her skill brings a stun that can be used universally, in a lot of situations. Although Chiave has some great qualities, the limitation to his talent of having to use robots in your squad, and needing arts damage dealing operators to take advantage of his S2 makes him quite situational. Although, if you love robots and have strats to incorporate his S2 into your squad, then Chiave is all for you. Alright, let's move on to Beeswax. I really want her just for the design, but man, she's different from the usual caster. So, Beeswax is our new 5-star AoE caster. Let's first of all talk about her trait. Beeswax is similar to Angelina. While a skill is not active, she does not attack, but while it's not active, her defense and resistance are greatly increased. This is pretty awesome, since you can pretty much use her like a sponge to eat up ranged attacks. Especially against these motherfuckers. Only real setback is obviously not being able to attack when abilities are not active. This also ties in with her talent. Her talent allows her to recover 4% max HP every second, which makes her even more viable to defend against enemy ranged attacks. Moving to her S1, it's pretty simple with a typical attack buff, but what sets it apart is the increased range. Beeswax already has a pretty large attack range at E2, but I guess more the merrier is took into consideration with her S1. Next we have her S2. It's pretty unique since she is able to summon an obelisk that basically acts as an extra defender, since it's able to block enemies. As it's summoned, it deals a good chunk of arts damage to nearby enemies and stuns them. It's a really creative skill and pretty strong if you ever need some extra CC. It also pretty much acts as a punching bag for the enemy to go ham on. That obelisk can really take a beating. Overall, Beeswax is a really interesting character. Being able to mitigate ranged attacks can prove very useful on a lot of maps, while also being able to summon a temporary defender that can just eat attacks for dinner can be a great asset in sticky situations, or help out on those caster, sniper only strats. Now the main question, should you roll? Well, my opinion will be very similar to the last should you roll video, especially due to the fact it's a 5-star only banner. Although we have some really cool operators here, you should definitely only do your guaranteed 5-star or above summon. These operators are really cool and pretty unique, especially with Beeswax, but they're not really an essential or a game changer. But if you love their gameplay and design, that shouldn't stop you from rolling more. Before you do that though, please look at the future banners since our schedule is pretty mixed up compared to CN. Alright, if you have any questions or anything in general, please comment below, and please like if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and good luck.